Okay, so this is our level 1 yoga homework session, and we're actually going to start this sequence from a standing posture. We did not do that in class, but I want to kind of show you how the whole thing flows together. So Jeremiah's with me here tonight. He's going to be showing a little more advanced versions of some of these poses, and I'm going to be showing the knee variation, which we practiced tonight. So let's start at the top of our mat. We're going to take a big inhale up, sweep the arms overhead, nice and long through the core. As you exhale, you're going to dive forward and lead with your chest, diving over your toes. Next inhale, we're going to lengthen the spine and lift about halfway up. Exhale, float it back down. On your inhale, we're going to step back to plank, or in our case, knee plank. Exhale, we're lowering to crocodile. Elbows stay close, sliding down the rib cage with the arms. Inhale, we're lifting to cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, we're going to take it back to down dog. So in your downward facing dog, let's just wag our tail a little bit here. Let's pedal the feet. Pull the belly in towards the spine. With the knees bent, we're going to turn the tailbone up and lengthen the back. Then sink the heels a little deeper. Pressing through the tips of the fingers, taking weight away from the wrists. Then we'll bend the knees, walk forward. We're going to start it all over again. So we're going to inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back for kneeling plank. Exhale, lowering cobra, just hovering over the mat. Crocodile. Inhale to cobra or up dog, chest is lifting, back is long. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Let's try it again. We're going to walk the feet forward again. On your inhale, sweep the arms up, knees bent. This time, exhaling palms to heart. The next couple of times we do this, we're going to stay on the mat and just focus on the vinyasa or the half series. So we're going to be moving between downward facing dog, our high plank with knees, our low crocodile with knees, coming down to cobra, all the way down with bellies and hips, and then back up to downward facing dog. So let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, step back to your knee plank. Exhale, lowering crocodile. Shoulders tip over the fingertips. Inhale, lifting to cobra or up dog. And exhaling back to down dog. Now I'm going to break down each pose, and we're going to go through alignment again. So let's come to the top of our push-up, or our plank pose. We're stacking our shoulders right above our wrists. And then we can take the knees down, remembering that the knees we want way behind the hips. So if you get tired, you can move through. So we're going to bring the tops of our feet to the mat, knees way behind hips. Shift the shoulders over the fingertips. So this is our high plank. Belly is strong into the back. As we lower, we want to maintain a really strong core, bending the elbows so that when we come down to crocodile, our upper arms are parallel to the floor. So elbows pointing straight back. The arms are hugging the ribs. We've got the back nice and long, shoulders back and down. Now we're going to drop hips and belly. Light in the fingertips, lifting the chest. For low cobra. And I'm going to show you the difference between low cobra, which I'm in, and upward facing dog. So in cobra, we've got the hips and belly on the floor, and the toes are resting on the mat. In upward facing dog, we've got everything up off the mat except for the toes and the top of the feet. So the legs are lifting, the thighs are up, the chest is moving forward and opening, and the shoulder blades are drawing down towards your tailbone. So the sides of the neck are really long. And let's make our way back to downward facing dog. I'm going to go ahead and lower my knees, pull my belly in, then lengthen through the torso. Knees bent for now, tilt the tailbone up, lengthen, then sink the heels down. It's okay to keep your knees bent. Let's try it a few more times. Inhaling to plank or knee plank. Exhale, lowering to crocodile or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. I'm in cobra. Slide the shoulders down. Exhale, back to down dog. Let's enjoy downward facing dog just for a breath or two. Full inhale into the lower back. Relax the head. Slow exhale. Let's try again. Inhale to the top of your push-up, knee plank. Exhale, lowering to crocodile. Top of the arms parallel to the mat. Inhale, cobra, open the chest. Slide the shoulders down and back. Exhale, back to down dog. Good. Inhaling to your knee plank. Belly strong. Exhale, lowering to crocodile or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Open the chest, slide the shoulder blades down. Exhale, back to down dog. Think about the sides of your neck being really long in that low cobra. Then let's bend the knees. We're going to walk the feet forward. Let's enjoy this forward bend here for just a bit. We can take the hands around the elbows and just let the head dangle. And then bending our knees, we're going to roll up slow. So we're going to add just one more thing to that, and we can keep practicing on the knees. Okay, so we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan diving forward, leading with the chest. Inhale again, coming up halfway. This time as you exhale, you're going to fold down and send the right leg back, taking the right knee down, left knee right over the left ankle. And then we're going to lift the arms up overhead. So we're in a low lunge here. We want to press equally between the left foot and the top of the right foot. So bring the top of your right foot to the mat. And take the right knee behind the hip. In other words, we don't want that right knee stacked directly over the hip because we want to feel a nice little stretch in this hip flexor. Then with our arms raised, we still want to slide the shoulders down the back. Big inhale. Full exhale. Next inhale, we're coming right back to plank. So we're going to step the left knee back. Exhale, lowering back to our crocodile or chaturanga. Inhaling cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, right leg steps forward. Exhale, left leg steps forward. Inhale, we're coming all the way up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Let's try the other side. Same thing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold and step the left leg back, lowering your left knee. Coming up into the low lunge with your arms raised. Feel equal weight between the sole of your right foot and the top of your left foot. Press into that left foot. You'll feel a greater stretch in the top of your left quadricep and into your hip flexor if you engage that left leg down. One more breath. Exhale, hands down by that front foot, stepping back to our kneeling plank. Good. Exhale, lowering crocodile, long through the sides of the neck. Inhale, cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. Let's pedal the feet here. Anytime we come to down dog, we can also take an option to rest in child's pose. And as we start going through these in class, anytime you want to pause and stay in child's pose or stay in down dog, you don't have to continue through the vinyasa. So just catch up when you're ready. Take a moment to quiet your mind and calm and smooth out that breath if it starts to get a little shallow. Something I wanted to mention in class but I didn't is throughout our normal day, we use about 1/3 of our lungs full capacity just with our shallow breathing. We rarely have the opportunity to use a full inhale and exhale, so that's why it's really important to try to practice that while we're in class. And you'll find that as you practice that in class, it will carry over to your daily life, and maybe when you get a little stressed or upset, you're going to return to that long inhale and exhale. So utilize that whenever you think you might need it. You ready for a couple more? Add one more thing on it. Okay. We're going to try one more sequence, that whole vinyasa, and we're going to add one more thing to it. I'm going to make it a little harder. I'm going to just show you more variations. You can continue like we were with the knees down, and I'm going to show just a little bit different variation. So let's come back to downward facing dog. We're going to take the feet closer together, or at least I am. And we're going to come into a down dog split. So if you can raise your right leg just a little bit, you don't have to come way up off the mat. Just try to take some more weight into that left leg. Big inhale here. And then exhale, come back to your knee plank. Or we're going to do 3-legged plank. Right leg is still raised. Exhale, lowering to crocodile or chaturanga. You can bring the knees down. Inhale, lowering to your cobra, or we can press up to up dog. And then we're exhaling, pulling into the belly and back to down dog. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lift the left heel, even if it's just a little bit. And then if we're practicing on the knees, we're going to inhale to knee plank. We're going to come to 3-point plank. Exhale, lowering down to your kneeling crocodile, elbows close. I think I did that wrong. Inhale, upward facing dog or lowering to cobra. I got my breaths mixed up. It happens. Your exhale should take you back to down dog. Once we're there, pedal the feet a little bit. Bend the knees, bend both knees, turn the tailbone up, press through the fingertips, really long through the back and the belly, and then sink the heels down. How long can you make your torso? How long can you make that space between your tailbone and the crown of your head? One more breath. And then we'll bend the knees, walk the feet forward. Reversing our swan dive, bending the knees, inhale all the way up. Exhale, prayer. Good. So that is part of that sun salutation that we learned in class. There's a lot of variations, there's a lot of different ways to practice that, but you will find that in every type of yoga that you see. Any class that you go to will have that as a really central component, not just for building body strength, but also as a transition between different poses. So we'll be practicing that one a lot, so hopefully you'll have time to work that into your schedule. Always keep the option of the knees available. Once you build up your strength in the upper body, you can try to practice some of those without the knees. And I think that's all we have for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. This is live on live stream for 30 days, but I will post it to YouTube as well. Have a good night.